Risks with straight bar deadlifts are higher than with trap bar deadlifts. It's more technical with the straight bar.
Oh, way more.
And so your risk of injury is higher. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get injured. If you do both right, you're fine. It just means if you mess up a little bit, you're probably more likely to mess up with a straight bar. And then because you mess up a little bit, you're more likely to hurt yourself with the straight bar. So now, that being said, functionally speaking, okay, I think straight bar deadlifts are a little bit get the edge in terms of functional strength, because when you're bending over to lift something up, it's typically in front of you. So like think of lifting up at the end of a couch or helping your buddy carry something.
Yeah, you're not grabbing in a neutral grip unless you're carrying a wheelbarrow or fucking horse and carriage.
Exactly.
More posterior based.
It's in case you're doing that.
Yeah. But I get a lot of similar benefits. So with the trap bar, a little bit more quad involvement, but I still get that back thickness feel from it. I get less low back involvement than I would with a straight bar, but the low back is still pretty heavily involved. I personally can lift about anywhere between 60 to 70 more pounds with the trap bar because the biomechanics are it's better. There's more advantage to it. If I could pull 600 pounds with the trap bar, then that means I'm probably at 530 with the straight bar. 2 sets of handles on one, and people don't know this, but most trap bars, you can flip it upside down, and there's a second set of handles, and the handles on the back side of it are parallel or level to the weights where a straight bar will be. The ones on the top side, the handles come out and actually means you don't have to go down as low. And so when you use the upper handles, you're actually not doing as full of a range of motion as you are with the straight bar with the whatever the circumference is of a 45-pound plate. So that's something to consider too. If you use a trap bar, play around with the other side so you go deeper.
Also, to that point, that's the other group of people I like. Trap bar is great for athletes.
Oh, it's the best deadlift for athletes. I would say.
Because it more closely relates to the position that you would be in basketball and football and any sports. Rarely ever in sports will you be in a full range of motion deadlift a barbell off a floor type of position. You're more likely at a slight bend in the knee like you would be in a trap bar deadlift. So I think great for like explosive jumps.
I would do jumps with a trap bar way before I would do jumps with a bar on my back, doing like a squat or whatever.
Right.
You figure your arms act a little bit like shock absorbers when you land. So you could really focus on the explosive movement.
Yeah, well, I even like somebody like a Corey Schlesinger who uses it like that same explosivity out of the movement of like a power clean, but you're just now basically using the trap bar and emulating that same movement with your hips and triple extension, but it's so much safer and way less to learn skill-wise.
Yeah, one of my favorite exercises that I do now more recently that I never did when I was younger are heavy trap bar farmer walks. And this is something I learned, I got started using because of Map Strong. Map Strong, as part of their work sessions, you do farmer walks, and it is recommended. You can do this with dumbbells too, but a trap bar is great because you fit right inside the trap bar.
When you can load it way heavier.
You load it and you walk with it.
Yeah.
Good form, stabilize your body, tighten your core. And I just got great results. My arms felt bigger from doing that, just from holding on to that heavy weight.
That's my favorite.